Welcome to another edition of Cool Party Guys Movie Reviews.
Woo!
This time we are talking about Horrible Bosses, starring Jason Bateman, Charlie Day, and Jason Sudeikis.
And there's tons of talent.
Tons of
talent
For
in this movie.
every one comedian, there is one pretty notable actor doing a boss.
Yeah.
Of a different variety. There's the total dickhead boss. There is the dirty slutty boss, and then there's just Colin Farrell being a weird Colin Farrell.
Yeah, I don't know. To me, this movie, like my quick, if you don't know about it, I mean, it's three friends all three have crappy bosses, and they come up with the great idea of devising a plan to kill their bosses because that'll make their lives.
Tricked me into having a drink at 8 o'clock this morning.
I thought he was going to give you a promotion.
Yeah, no, he is.
I have decided who I want to be our new vice president of sales. Me.
What do you say?
Nick, please, we're in the middle of a meeting.
Sorry.
That's all right. I'll just attribute this to your drinking problem.
Unless your boss isn't sexually harassing you.
See if this thing's working. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm a squirter, Dale.
You know, yours doesn't sound that bad.
We need to trim some of the fat.
What do you mean by trim the fat?
I want you to fire the fat people. They're lazy and they're slow and they make me
It
sad.
feels like it's supposed to maybe be a modern Three Stooges. Like the
A
Three
little
Stooges
bit.
try to kill their bosses.
Yeah, it has sort of this, it's grounded in reality, but then it likes to jump out, and so it kind of has that Three Stooges idea, yeah.
I mean, there's three of them, and there's kind of a Larry Curly Moe relationship between, how they interact with each other.
Every actor, the three principal actors, portrays a different type of comedy. One is sort of like the ladies' man, one is the neurotic, business-oriented, and then one is just the goofball. He's exactly what you expect. Thoughts?
So I'm not gonna give my score just now, but
Well, no score. Just thoughts.
well, my thoughts about the movie are in the movie's title, and my thoughts isn't bosses. Like I think that sums it up. Those are my thoughts. It's so frustrating to see this kind of movie. One, it should give you a hint when during the credits that says written by, and there are three writers, and then it says story by, and there's a different person who did the story.
Okay.
That's your first flag. This is going to be a problem. Like this is.
Not necessarily.
It's your first. It reminds me of 30 Rock, where you run over and you see Transformers 5 written by no one.
I think you're making a generalization because typically Christopher Nolan comes up with the story but doesn't write a script.
Okay, in this particular movie,
Christopher Nolan did not write
the story.
I'm just saying. That's
So what are your
splitting hairs.
thoughts? Glass half full.
Glass half full for me, yes. I enjoyed it a lot more than you did.
Yeah.
But it does have some weak moments. It's a little bit hard to believe certain elements. There's
I counted how many times I giggled. Not even laughed in this movie. It was 5.
There's a couple moments in the movie that you'll laugh at and you'll enjoy, but there's also a couple moments where it's sort of the idea of Deus Ex Machina, where they just kind of, oh, look how lucky we are, and that doesn't really make sense. But everything beyond that, the general idea seems pretty interesting.
You never believe that these people are gonna Granted, I have to admit something. I was like 10 minutes. I missed maybe the first 5 or 10 minutes of this movie.
Mm-hmm.
I wish I missed all of it. Maybe not that extreme, but you never believe like they're gonna why they'd want to kill their bosses. These are somewhat likable goofball characters, and then like they go from like, no, we'd never do that, to yeah, let's do it, but it just it's never convincing that the bosses are that bad, that they actually get to that breaking point. It happens over the course of one night.
Well, I think to each of them there's a sort of being around another person of the same feeling that you just sort of accept it. If it had just been one of them, maybe they wouldn't. But because all three of them hate their bosses, and all three of their bosses are uniquely horrible to them, that they end up wanting to kill them. I bought it. I didn't buy some of the plot twists, or not twists, but plot points, I guess.
This movie would be great. I don't even know if it'd be great. I feel like if you're stoned and it's the summer,
you're stoned,
and you're at home,
that's a recommendation.
And
for
your
you.
Netflix account instant watch is down, and this is on HBO, and there's nothing else on. You'll watch it, and you won't regret watching it while you're also surfing on your iPad.
If a
doing
burglar
something
broke
else.
into your house
Right,
and has you
exactly.
tied to a chair and
Yes.
it's like, here's the TV,
You have to watch
you'd
it.
be like, oh, horrible bosses.
Yeah.
I guess I can tolerate this
Right.
while, my whole family's being killed. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, that'd make it. Jennifer Aniston is one of the.
She's super hot in
horrible-
this
Yeah.
movie.
Oh my. Seriously, being 40 is. I wouldn't mind if I looked like that when I was 40.
I
'Cause I would fuck the shit out of
I
myself.
would mind if you look like that one.
No, I would be so hot.
That's gross.
So let's sum it up
Sum
then
it
with
up.
the review.
Uh,
5 out of 5 is what you're gonna give, right? Movie of the year, Anthony
Yeah.
Taormina, Horrible Bosses.
How about you just give your score because we know what it's going to be, and then there'll be some mystery about what my score is.
Sure, my score it would be 0.75 out of 5.
Ugh! Wow.
Because I'm using a full scale here. Like it's watchable. It's not utter crap, but it's also not like to the level of like Grandma's Boy. That's a fun movie and it's a cult classic, but it's crap. It's crap. But this movie doesn't even get to that level of like ha ha ha. These are funny enough. We can laugh at it.
I think it has enough quality that it's better than Grandma's Boy, but
0.75. That's my review. If you agree with me, you can thank me later in the comments and be like, Christian, I love you.
Okay.
You are so right.
or you can be Christian, you're so wrong. Score for me, I'm gonna do 3.25.
What?
Yeah,
Would you give
better than average.
Transformers? You give it a 3.
Yeah.
You give Transformers 3 a 3, and you're saying this is better than Transformers 3.
Well,
I know they're different genres, but really?
Yeah, for me, Transformers had some egregious errors that.
Oh my god.
This is not debating score versus score. 3.25 is my score because I've seen a lot of comedies this year, Hangover Part 2 and whatnot, some animated comedies, blah blah blah. I had a good time with this movie. I enjoyed it. I recommend if you like comedies or you are a fan of any of the 3 principal actors or their bosses that you'll have a good time.
Cool party guys. Cool party guys.